Hello. Um, right, I bit my tongue last week. I was chewing, um, I was eating food which apparently women aren't allowed to do, but I do it anyway. Um, and no, I bit the side of my tongue. Uh, yeah, and it's not healed yet, and I'm talking a little bit like I'm even more stupid than I normally sound, and slathering and stuff, and eating's quite hard. Um, so just to explain why I've suddenly got a lisp and stuff, and I sound like a woman with dentures. Um, I'm gonna go to the gym in a minute, but I just thought I'd get this in, uh, because it's something I can do in my bedroom, which is where I am allowed to hang out, because if I go in there, he's been gaming for like 7.5 hours, the time I'm aware of, and it just gets a bit tiresome. Sorry, I've got hair stuck to my forehead. There we go. Don't like things, actually lots of things stick to my forehead. It's kind of a party trick. If I had something nearby, I'd show you. The only thing nearby I've got is my phone, and I think that's a little bit heavy even for my sticky forehead. Lovely. So I'm going to do an H vlog. H is of course for Harry Potter, which is coming out soon. Harry Potter, the last installment. I went to see the last one. It was quite good. I've actually seen them all at the cinema. I wasn't into it particularly, originally, the books and stuff. My half brother and sister made me read one, and I realised why everyone was going crazy about it, because everyone went crazy about it a little bit before I actually read it, and I was like, why are they doing this about a child's book, blah blah blah. I still think that a little bit, but I enjoyed the ones that I read, and I read a few more, but I haven't actually read the last one. And I've just realised, because we've got them, I could have easily have read it and known what was going to happen, but I have seen all the films. I enjoyed all the films bar one, which I thought was really boring, and it was the one before the last one, and I was quite disappointed, but I have quite high hopes for them, and you know, I've kind of got high hopes for this, but I'm certainly not going to be watching all those making of things that are going on and all the hype about it, because I try and avoid all the hype about things before something, because I want to go and see it with fresh eyes and not think, oh yeah, I'm waiting for that bit that I saw that I know is going to be in there and I know it's going to happen. It'd just be far too boring for me. I want to be surprised and interested during it. So yeah, I'm quite excited. I could probably read the book, but I mean, it's quite a thick book, and it's coming out very very soon. When they say the 15th, I think. H is also for happiness. I've been thinking a lot about that, and how it's well, I've always wondered really what being happy really was, and whether I allowed myself to be happy, because generally when I'm very very happy, just afterwards a terrible thing happens, and it's like no, slap you down, not allowed to be happy. So it kind of worries me, and I try and keep on an even keel, because otherwise you end up going extreme to extreme. But I was thinking, people have always said, I think, to me, that you need to have, like, you've got to have bad to even out the good, and I was like, no, let's all be good, blah blah blah. But after what's happened to me lately, I suddenly started to realise what I did have, and how I shouldn't have been worrying about the things I was worrying about, and it put it all in perspective, and it made me realise that I don't know how I got onto thinking about it, but of the opposites of things that make each other. Just like if you're drawing a picture and you don't generally draw the outline, you do the two colours at each side, and that makes the line, and it's like the yin and the yang, isn't it? It's like if there wasn't evil, then there wouldn't be good, because it would just be how you were. You wouldn't be choosing to be like that. And if there was only happiness, you wouldn't appreciate it, because it would just be all the time and normal. it's hard to explain. I mean, you'd have to imagine life where you never knew the other things. Obviously, if there was it and then it went away, you'd appreciate it probably. I don't know. And then I started to think about free choice and humans and... Oh yeah, humans. I'm not very impressed with you. I have said before, I think I used to think that I was here to assess humans and report back. I didn't really think it seriously, but in the back of my mind I thought maybe I've just forgotten, and because I never really... I felt like I was watching and not being... I didn't feel like I was part of that. And I'm not very impressed. Mess up this beautifully, magically balanced world. Anyway, I don't want to be depressing and say a load of weird shit that you don't get. I don't know if you do get it or not, but yeah, do better, mankind. Wow, I went northern there, didn't I? Sorry. Hugs. I have some Aspie friends who don't like hugging. Personally, I love hugging, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna meet someone for the first time and hug them. Generally not comfortable doing that. I also don't hug my work colleagues really, in general. If I thought someone was a friend and they genuinely needed one, or I needed one, I would hug them. But in general, say it was, and the same at school, oh, we're leaving for the holidays, hug, or we've come back from the holidays, hug. No, not really. But so you now think I don't like hugging, but I do. My mum used to hug me every day. I'd be quite upset if I didn't get a hug from my mum every day. She used to tell me she loved me every day. I thought that was normal, but I don't think it is, maybe. I've got no problem with that. I'm not saying... I'm sure a lot of people do that. But yeah, we got a lot of hugs, so... But my other friend who doesn't like them, I don't think she was brought up huggy, because she wasn't brought up by a mum. Anyway, I won't talk about her because it's not fair. But like my boyfriend, I like to get hugs from my boyfriend every day and stuff like that. But in general, I know people get, like, people don't like people who seem unfriendly, but it's not that I'm unfriendly, but I just want to be genuine. And if I don't know you, I don't genuinely feel the urge to hug you, because we have no feelings for each other just yet. Do you understand? Never mind. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I need to stop doing stupid hand gestures. Holidays. My family didn't really go on holidays. The holidays that I went on with my mum were walking holidays, so we did go some places, but not these hot holidays that most people go on abroad, and people in general expect to go on holiday like every year and stuff, and that's alien to me. And people are always saying, oh, where are you going on your holidays? La 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 la. Means nothing to me. I'm not having a holiday. I can't afford a holiday. I can barely afford to get the food I need and the things for the house, the pet bills. I'm not going to waste money going to stay in a different place. If I had a lot of money, then yeah, Jill and I would go travelling all over the place. But because of it just seems like such a luxury to me. Let's put it that way. It seems like a luxury, and I certainly wouldn't want to go somewhere where I was just like sunbathing and then drinking. Sorry, anyone who does that, that's fine for you. I just personally wouldn't. If I went to a country, I'd probably want to go around and see the country. Not all of it, but you know, the interesting parts and the buildings and the art and stuff. Places I have been, I've seen some great art, and to see it in real life is just so much better than seeing it in a book. It's just the magnitude and the texture and everything. So yeah, the holidays we went on were walking holidays in the Lake District. I'm so sick of the Lake District. I'm sick of walking, and it was years ago. This is probably why I don't walk places now. I go on my bike everywhere, and I can walk places. I don't mind walking in trainers, but I don't really like... I would go for a walk. I'd take a dog for a walk or something. But yeah, we went to youth hostels, which I was going to tell you about, but that's a why, really. I know it's a hostel, but it's not for youths either. It's just like a cheap hotel where Usually you make your own food and you share a room with people, which was scary. Anyway, this has been pretty bad as usual, but someone watches it, and I'm gonna try to keep up and do more videos. I'm not at work early tomorrow, so I'll have tomorrow during the day to make a video. Stop in the claw. So I'm going to go. Alright, see ya and have a cool evening.